Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Whoa, that game was amazing. PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4. Wow, it feels like that was a game that was very offense heavy. PSG and Bayern, we all know both love to attack, and man, that was, I was lost for words for that game. Both offense were good, but as some were saying, the defense weren't very good. But I think they're wrong. The defense was also good during that game. But man, let's just appreciate it for a bit, because I haven't watched football in a while. I started watching football again after the World Cup, where we watch the Argentina versus France final, and that game was something. But this game is something you would rewatch again and again too. I think that the World Cup of France and Argentina was the best game by far that I have ever watched. But this game was entertaining, and even I was just a bystander. I don't have my favorite team watching, and I'm just a neutral fan of football right now because Barcelona got beaten by Atletico. But this was very entertaining, nonetheless. And especially here in the Philippines, where football is not much of a isn't as popular as the sport of basketball or boxing. A lot of people watching football are niche. You can say niche. There was a time where football was very gaining popularity. It was a very long time ago. It was during the Ascal's days that was when I also started watching football, and that was the era of Messi versus Ronaldo. The La Liga was still at the very top at that time. But yeah, here in the Philippines, it's not very much of a football country. So I think a lot of people are missing out on this football game. And if we are to show other people not watching football what football is about, why is it so fun, because they always tend to get bored at it, because it's not like basketball where scores or points are very high, like 100 to 100. The scores in football are usually low, because it is very hard to score a goal in a very big pitch and in 90 minutes with 11 players each team. So but if we want people to have fun, to react to football, we can show this game, and we can show this entertaining game. This one single game, I think a lot of young kids or a lot of people who doesn't watch football, if they ever watch this, they can get hooked. Because even as a neutral fan, as I said, I'm not a fan of Bayern, I'm not a fan of PSG. This was very entertaining to watch. Every player on the pitch was world class, from offensive players to the midfield to the defense. Almost every player is world class. It's not just the offensive player, even though the trio of each teams have very high rating. All of them have 8 and above rating. But it's not that the defenders were bad during this game. It's not that they don't have any structure, but the offense was just too great for the defense to catch up or to stop them. You can say that Hakimi and Mendes aren't world class, or Upamecano is not world class. Marquinhos, all of them were world class. Even the defenders, even the midfield, not just the attackers. It's just that Hurricane, Olise, Luis Diaz was just too good for the PSG defense. Even Doué, Dembele, oh my God, and Kebara, Kvaratskhelia, man, what a big game player he is. He always delivers in these big games. It feels like Kibiche when it's the semifinals in the Champions League or the finals or any knockout round. He always delivers, whether an assist or a goal. He is always their finisher. He is always there when they are having a bad time, a hard time. Ceviche, what a big game player. The offense today was very good. They could have still scored 8 to 9 or 8 to 10 goals each team because they also missed a lot of chances, a lot of big chances. There was a time where Olivier had a 1v1 against Safonov, but he wasn't able to kick it very cleanly. And there was also a time too when Stanisic was tackled by Hakimi last minute, and just the quality of goals that was scored today was very high, very high. Even though the defense was good, if you are Upamecano and you are 4 against 2 against Dembele and Doué, what are you gonna do when Dembele shot it through your legs and nowhere can even react to the shot? What a goal! And they got up. I think that was the 5th goal. Yeah, that was the 5th goal for PSG, where they got up by 5 to 2. So, but even though the half ended 3 to 2, and they got up 5 to 2 during that second half. Even during those their two consecutive goals, it doesn't feel like PSG is really dominating the match because Bayern still has a chances during that 2-goal period from PSG. Even that goal from Dembele, it was a counter attack. It was from a counter attack. So Bayern really still had chances during that time. It wasn't like it was a one-sided game during that time, and Bayern was still able to come back. You can fault them for PSG for not just sticking to the game plan. I know it hurts for them. I think Luis Enrique would have regretted a bit because they allowed Bayern to still get 2 goals when they can be up 3 goals for the second leg. But they can fault them for playing offensive because that's the way they play all season long and all game long. That's the way they play. It was funny because Dembele during the interview said that if you don't run, Luis Enrique will bench you. And that's the way PSG and even Bayern plays. They always play offensively, and in the end, Bayern was able to catch up to 2 goals thanks to Upamecano and Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, what a game. Even that pass from Harry Kane to Luis Diaz, that was very beautiful. Luis Diaz was able to finish that. He was onside. It was close, but he was onside, and he was able to finish that pass from Harry Kane. What a goal by Luis Diaz. And the Bayern, they can still win this. It will be a bit hard for them, but since they were able to score 2 goals at the end, I think they are still happy with these results. But we still don't know what will happen in the second leg because both these teams, as we have seen today, are very offense heavy oriented team. So we don't know if we still see a 5-4 again or this will go to penalties, but we all know we will gonna see goals even in the second leg. I don't think we can expect this from tomorrow's game for the Arsenal and the Atletico game because they both play very defensively, but I think Atletico have the home court advantage for the first leg, so I think they will try to be a little more aggressive than the Arsenal, and the Arsenal, I think, will be more defensively as they usually are, even during this championship league games. But there's something that I saw in the internet, and this is why people often dislike Arsenal, not because the way they play football. Yes, it's quite not interesting as both Bayern and PSG, but they are saying that the fans are very annoying. That's why they hate. That's why they don't like Arsenal to win the league, or they don't like Arsenal just the in general. Because I have seen some Arsenal fans downplaying this game, saying this was a street ball, that the defense has no structure, or that they beat this Bayern team in group phase 3-0, I think. So they are not worried about Bayern or PSG if they meet in the finals. But in the current form that they have right now, I don't think that they will still able to do this against Bayern or even against PSG, because in the form that Bayern have right now and the PSG have right now, I think it will be the other way around. I think they will be killed. I think they will be slaughtered. They will be butchered in the finals. This is the finals. It's PSG against Bayern Munich. I think from these two teams, whoever gets out of this will win the Champions League. I don't think Arsenal or Atletico have enough to beat any of these teams, but we never know. But it's just my opinion. It's just my thought. I think whoever gets on top of this Bayern and PSG leg, second leg, I think they will beat either Arsenal or Atletico, but whichever team it will be. Man, Barcelona, I think, have a lot to do next year if they want to compete. I think if Barcelona wants to compete with these teams like the PSGs, the Bayern, they need a proper 9 and at least a proper bench where they can rotate over the long season, because mostly in a year in championship league games we always have players that are injured. Last year it was Koundé and Balde against Inter, and right now this year we have Rafinha out against Atletico. That was very huge, and we've always been the red card FC the previous years. So we really need to tighten up our defense, even our high line. I don't think we have a problem with the high line as long as our players, our defenders, are athletic enough to execute it. The one thing I can vouch for Barcelona against these other teams like the PSG or the Bayern, I think our offense are at the same level as them, especially if we get a proper number 9 next season. But I think these two teams are still the top 2 teams in the world right now, PSG, Bayern. I think in the slightest way, I think PSG is still the better team against Bayern, as we have seen today. They won, but it's really a slightly margin because Bayern have the offensive power as the PSG, but I think the interchangeable positions of PSG makes them more versatile in defense and in offense. Unlike Bayern are very dependent on Olise, Kane, and Diaz to make something for their offense. Like Barcelona, they are very dependent on what Lamine Yamal can do, what Pedri can do, or what Rafinha can do in pressing. Those 3, I think, have the highest offensive power in all Europe. But I think PSG has a slightly edge over those 2 teams because of their team construction, the way they play. They're very offensive heavy team, but because their players are very interchangeable. Even Dembele, you can see at the fullback position, they can rotate very fast. That's why they have more structure, or a lack of thereof. So that's why they can really shift or change their positioning very fast. That's why I think PSG is still the top team in all of Europe right now. But let me know what you think about this game. Do you think this was the game of the season in the Champions League? Because I ain't seeing this type of game in the Premier League. Although that Man City and Arsenal game was very entertaining too, I don't think it was more entertaining than this one, because not even just because of the offensive varieties we have seen today, but just the level of quality of each individual in the pitch today was very high. Even the coaching staff, Luis Enrique and company, Vincent Company, the way they game plan against each other, they played the way they want to play. Both teams played the way they want to play the game, very offensive, but they were still able to nullify some of each other's strength and focus on some each other weaknesses. So I'm very much excited. How will they adjust for the second leg if we still have a scoreline of like this very high, or we will have a more defensive game, but a very but still will be back and forth. So let me know your thoughts if you think Bayern Munich can still come back down just one goal from this one, and what do you think will happen with the Arsenal and Atletico match? So leave it in the comment section below, and that's it. That's all. We have a game tomorrow for the Lakers and the Rockets, which I will react in the evening. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Kyle Bailismo.